everybody. Was that pretty good? I sing and dance later. I have the report of the Rules Committee by Andy Jackson.
Morning, everyone. Morning. The Rules Committee met yesterday at the DC meeting. The rules were all distributed in your packets. I call for a motion to accept the rules as distributed. Any second? All those in favor? Aye. Any questions or objections? Motion passed. Thank you all. Let's have a good convention. Thank you.
Call on NEC Burley Hanna Jr. for the purpose of introduction.
Oh, don't stop. Good morning, Legionnaires. Good morning. Thank you, Becky. It is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker. National Commander Daniel J. Seahaver likes to say it's personal. When it comes to the American Legion mission of serving veterans and their families, he is continuing the theme, be the one, to prevent veteran suicide. He's an ordained minister from Wisconsin. He earned his American Legion eligibility through the U.S. Navy. And Navy Reserves, where he served as a military chaplain. A member of the American Legion Post 157 in Horicon, Wisconsin. He was national chaplain and commander of Wisconsin. Born and raised in Merrill, Wisconsin, he received a bachelor's degree in pastoral ministry from Consortium University and a Master of Divinity of Consortia Theological Seminary in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He was installed as assistant pastor of St. Stephen Lutheran Church in Horizon in 1997 and continues to serve as his administrative pastor of the church and its school. In 2023, he earned an Outstanding Heroism Award for administering the Heimlich maneuver to a choking victim at an American Legion event. National Commander Seahaver and his wife, Stacy, who is a member of the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 157, live in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. Dan's son, Jacob, and daughter, Emma, are also members of the Post 157 family. Dan is the son of the late Lester Seahaver and Jean Sabat. At this time, give a warm New Jersey welcome for our National Commander Daniel J. Seahaver.
As I do say professionally, please be seated. All right? It's good to be here. Good morning, New Jersey. Good morning. For my buddies out there, I'm going to say the famous city, Sheboygan. They love me. All right. It's good to be here. Good to be here. As I put it this way, some people might be brand new. Some people haven't seen the national commander at your convention for a couple of years, so it's good to be here. But there's a reason why, and there it is. The thing is, it can be very, very demanding of a schedule, and a lot of people don't realize the demand on the national commander. For me, in my year, just put it this way, I was home, or will be home, and I still have a couple more months yet, buddy. Okay? So, roughly it's going to be about 3 weeks. That's it. So when I have a suitcase in this hand, and a suitcase in that hand, and a backpack, that's what I carry. So when laundry day comes, it's a special day. You know? But there's a reason why, and I'm not trying to do this. Why in the world would we travel that much? That's crazy. It's really a deployment, to tell you the truth. The thing is where I go, though, people do like me, you know? But on a serious note, on my travels, I'm talking about this. And that is purpose. Purpose and relevance. I don't want you just to have that up here, but right here. Because I'm looking out into leadership. You're here for a reason. And I get that a lot. When I do my travels, I'm on the road a lot, believe me. I've been around the world twice almost already. Been to Vietnam, been to South Korea, been to Taiwan, moved back to Hawaii, and just recently finished that travel to Madrid, went to a base there, then went to NATO, all dealing with quality of life issues, and then of course Normandy. Why in the world would we do that? I'm not on a tour. I'm about changing lives and saving lives. And when I say I'm about it, we are about it. That's purpose and that's relevance. I don't know, for some of you, if you're looking at numbers and you get excited about those things, whether it is membership or the involvement, but it's working. Why is it working? Because our heart is out there. And our mission is loud and clear. And so when we talk about this, be the one is not just a little campaign. Be the one is not a marketing tool. We're not into solely just having IndyCar sponsorship, which I hear some people on my travels complain about because they don't know the reality of it. We're getting our name out, and what we are doing with it is more important. We are changing lives and saving lives. And friends, yes, there's a commitment to that. There's a cost. There's also time. There's also talent in that. But let me share with you one of numerous. Everywhere I go, I have people tapping me on the back and saying, Commander, what you talked about, that was me. And you are 100% correct. This family saved my life. I'll never forget the one that, after I got done with a more formal speech, talking about suicide, and we know the numbers out there, right? It goes from 17, 18, most of it is 22. I believe sometimes that's more of a marketing thing because it really, according to the VA statistics, it's 17 point something. I don't know about the point, but anyway, it's the facts. But I have university reports that could say it could be more than double that. Why do I say that? Why do we say that? Because on the death certificate it's incorrectly marked. It's usually marked as an accident, but it's really a suicide. In fact, I have people that came up to me, fellow veterans, that said, Commander, that is so true. I tried to do it that way. So after I got done with this speech of mine, I went off into this post, and I'm looking, because I always look for intel of what makes a post tick. And I was catching some things on the wall, And what happened was, this individual tapped me on the shoulder again and said, just like I talked about, Commander, what you said was me. And then he opened up. Because it does say on my forehead, pastor, which is a good thing. And he opened up. And he said, I fell in some hard times. He was injured by an IED. And when he went home, kind of started to do that isolation thing, And he was injured, of course. And his self-worth went like this. But what was happening at the same time is the bills started to pile up. Everybody knows when you get sick, right? Or you get injured, bills don't stop now, do they? And so what was happening is the demands of life were still there. Had a wife, had a family. And so what was happening is thought, I have to do something here. So get this. He's in a wheelchair. He wheeled himself into another organization. And he came into that organization and he wasn't with his hands out asking for money. Instead, he just wanted to know where to go. Needed some direction, needed some help. And somebody sitting in the back, because they were playing cards at this one location. And he lifted his voice and he said this, and I quote, "Son, fought my war, can't fight yours." I would pray to the good Lord that no one in this organization, in this family, would ever utter those words to another veteran or even a family member of a veteran. Never. In fact, I am so bold to say I don't even want a person like that in our membership. That's toxic. That to me is cancer. And maybe some people don't like those words, but I'm telling you, we're different. Family, I'll tell you what, those words pierced his soul, and I testified this in front of Congress as well. He wheeled himself out in disbelief. Couldn't believe those words, and that act was shown to him. Now, when he wheeled himself out, he went back home. He thought about it, but he didn't do it immediately. But it was a little bit after that, where then I always say he brought out that scale called life. Should I press on? Should I keep going? Or should I check out? Unfortunately, he chose the latter. And I always keep it real. Don't skirt around the issue, because he did take a revolver. He placed it in his mouth, and he pulled the trigger not only once, but twice. I say that because not once, nor twice, did that weapon discharge. Now for me, when I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, you get those little hairs on the back of your neck standing at attention, and I'm thinking, oh yeah. And his comment to me, which was this, he said there's no reason that weapon should have never went off. And immediately I'm thinking, oh yes, there is. Because the good Lord gave you another opportunity not to take your life, but to save your life. This time what he did is he went into a post called an American Legion post. And you know what that family did? That is the American Legion. Brothers and sisters, I'll tell you what. One thing, as I start to have that descend, and I'm passing on the torch, you'll be electing another commander. But we, as leaders, commander as well, we're never going to go away. Doesn't matter, right? What color it is. It's here. And we will continue to serve. We will continue to change lives and save lives. That's why I want this phrase, something again, not up here, but right here. And that's called servant leadership. I am going to champion that when this color of the cover is gone, and we are going to change the face of this organization. It's starting to happen. And everywhere I go, from prayers, secretaries, to big-time leadership, 4-star, 3-star, whatever kind of star you have seen, I've heard that phrase come out of their mouths. Servant leadership. We can josh everybody. We can have some fun. I know the Navy's the best, all right? But never forget. It's good to have fun like that. Absolutely. But we understand we need each other, don't we? And that's what it's about. So from my heart to your heart, I just want to say keep up the great work, New Jersey. Continue to change lives and save lives. And I have one more thing before I depart. Actually, two. I still have time. I do want to do this, though. Something that we can control. And Commander, I know within a few days you'll be, not in that position anymore. But you'll still be a mentor and still be a leader. And you still have that convention that I will be conducting. One thing that I want us to do, and this is something that I'm serious about, and we can control this. I see all as counties, correct? Perfect. It's called the CPR reports. We heard of them, right? I want every state to be at 100% reporting. 100%. It takes servant leadership to do that. County commanders, district commanders, vice, under his authority, can we accomplish that? Every single post. That means even a phone call. It's not cheating. You call that commander and say, I would like to have this completed. I'm going to help you. If they don't respond. We can do it. And I'm calling it Operation Testify. Why do I say that? We need those reports. And I am not sitting up in the front and saying we only have 60 or 70% of our membership reporting. I want 55 departments to be at 100%. That changes lives, you know. It saves lives. Don't underestimate our voice and our power. You gonna do it? Yes. We're gonna do it together, okay? So it's not a command, but a desire. And with that, it is good to have Commander Bishop in front. Please stand. This is something that I want to do in front of your peers. You elected this individual to lead you throughout the year. My ear has been on the ground. I've been watching. He's done a pretty good job, hasn't he? Yes. So in recognition of that, I want to give something that is coveted. Everybody wants a coin. I wish I could give everybody a coin. But otherwise it cost me an arm and a leg for him to haul that stuff all over the airport, you know. And getting here was a struggle, but I made it. 16 hours, I made it.
All right.
Yeah. Get this. This is called Chicago flying, all right? I got home faster from going to Europe, Paris, and home than it was for me to go to Chicago to here. Go figure, right? Let's get on with it. Commander, I want to introduce this to you, give this to you, present this to you. It's one of my medallions. It's my coin with my national seal on it. And of course, be the one with our mission. We're here to change lives and save lives, and I want to thank you for your partnership, for your heart to my heart. I love you, brother.